It seems that Erica Kirk and Jackie O had so much in common, besides being Catholic and pretty much, directing everything. I mean, I didn't know Jackie O did that with everything, even when JFK was alive. That said, JFK was no victim. But Jackie O, she wanted to transform America into the Greek stuff. Greco-European, bullshit, really. Okay, so, but let's just start with the funeral, because her and Erica, boy, they just, like two peas in a pod. I mean, even the clothes are so similar. So, of course, this is Jackie O. And, of course, we can't forget, there's Erica. Yep. Yeah, nothing like being gaudy at your husband's funeral, but, and here's Usha and JD and, this whole... Jackie designed all of her own clothes, and many of it went back to, like, clothes that the Greek goddesses wore. Oh, and Jackie O in her pink. And Erica, she too loved to wear pink. This was the worst dress she ever wore. Whoever gave her the idea to walk out of the house with this drapery on, I have no idea, but like, this was ridiculous. This was so over the top. Like, let's make her look like a Barbie doll that nobody had enough common sense to say, we're really overdoing it. Look at the expression. It becomes all about them. Yeah, because, Jackie O, the day that, JFK was shot, they asked her before she went out in front of press, do you want to change clothes? No, let the world see what they did to him. Let them see the blood all over me. Like, who would do that, really? I mean, just want to, make it more gory for the rest of us. So, as far as Jackie O's wardrobe and, well, her shaping the White House, and people have to remember JFK and Obama both wanted to fundamentally change America. Yeah, JFK is who brought us the progressive agenda. So here's just some fashions. She was very, she was Europe. I mean, she was French, and so she was into that whole. But it went a little further than just that. That's why I'm not, I mean, it surprises me that they haven't tried to make Erica, haven't turned her into the new Mother Mary yet. All these, the Greek, yeah, just same old problem. Even down to the hats, okay? Because she went back to even the Egyptian, all of it. And you may say, well, all women do that. No, Jackie was a little bit more involved than that. This is Pericles. This was what JFK was going for. Pericles was from 495 to 429 before Christ, was a preeminent Athenian statesman, general, and orator during ancient Greece's Golden Age, specifically between the Greco-Persian Wars and the Peloponnesian Wars. He is widely regarded as a foundational figure in the development of Athenian democracy, having expanded democratic participation by instituting state payments for jury duty, military service, and public duties, which enabled poorer citizens to engage in governance. His political influence was so profound that Thucydides called him the first citizen of Athens. Under his leadership, Athens became the cultural and educational center of ancient Greek world. How we got all of our Greek societies, not that they weren't already there, but no, they got way worse. Look at all the campuses. named after, or the secret societies are all. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because you need to know how involved Jackie O was into this whole thing. Harvard did this whole article about it. It was pretty fascinating. That's how I found out she did all of her own wardrobe. Kennedy himself saw himself as an inspiration and role model in the other guy that I just showed, Pericles. He endeavored to achieve for America what Pericles had achieved for Athens. He included the name and words of Pericles in many of his speeches on art, culture, and education in America. He was especially fond of Pericles' funeral oration, as quoted by Thucydides, that's the name I just mentioned. While still a senator, JFK spoke at a convocation of the United Negro College Fund, saying Pericles told ancient Athens that it should be the school of all Greece. And he said, America today can be the school of all the world. Yet, for those that don't know, JFK was total globalist. He was really more in with our enemies than allies. Jackie strongly asserts her desire to portray her husband JFK as a person who was passionate about Greek culture and art, a Greek, not a Roman. Although Jackie insisted that she took her ideas from her husband, it is clear that she had her own ambitions, agenda for JFK's administration, and developed an ingenious way to promote it. She was behind all of the theater with the funeral. So, like when John was, she was very theatrical. The classical ideal permeated practically every aspect of the brief but intense Kennedy presidency. That's the thing. We have all these idols of JFK everywhere, and he wasn't even in for one term. I mean, I know he was assassinated, but that's how crazy all this is. But I think the Kennedys are very much behind it. That's why Trump took over the Kennedy Center. America today can be the school of all the world, Kennedy said. But America educators must act with the necessary vision. Now you know how your education changed. As President-elect, Kennedy addressed the Joint Convention of the General Court of Commonwealth of Massachusetts for what Pericles said of the Athenians has long been true of this Commonwealth. We do not imitate, for we are a model to others. During the presidential campaign, when asked his views, I don't want to get into what his music ideas, but he actually, in his inauguration, he took from Pericles' funeral oration. Both begin with the deeds of the ancestors who brought the country to its present glory, and both speeches celebrate the commitment of the present generation to carry that work further. Both speeches contain praise of and pledges to allies and warning to enemies. Yet Pericles praises the Athenians for their delight in beauty and good taste, while JFK, in remarks on several different occasions, criticizes America's lack of culture and appreciation for the arts. Yeah, aren't we lucky we got the arts, because now we have nothing but JFK idols everywhere. And because he's like 108, and they can't keep doing it over and over again, because that's the reason it looks so bad. If you saw my other two videos about how bad the sculptures look now, you know it has a spirit. It's occultism doing stuff. It is. That's why they look so bad. That's why they needed a younger person. They wanted to make Kirk that. No, over my dead body. Now I got to do it again. But yeah, you put America down. That's the reason that he said things like, I'm not here to do anything for you. But he actually saw us as we had a lack of culture. Yeah, and look at the culture the Kennedys brought us. They're all a bunch of narcissists, and they've filled our land with idols.